Hey, you all know who do credit rating, right?
CPA.
Credit rating, who do credit rating? Usually done by? Not bank. Credit rating is done by the three big boys. Who are the three big boys? Standard and Poor, Standard and Poor, Finch. Credit rating is done by the three big boys.
Brad Street. Brad Street. Standard and Poor.
There.
UN.
These are the big three.
Moody, SP,
Fitch,
and Fitch.
Moody, S&P. These are the three big boys.
Why they are called three big boys?
Because they are the one that rate the whole world. All the country, everybody all go to them only. No one rates them. They are rating agency. Their job is to rate. Like there is Big 4 audit firm, there is Big 3 rating agency. Got it? Yeah. So let's move on back to this part. We're looking at the next part. Okay, we're done with this story, right? Okay. Next area, have a look at this part. Characteristic and limitation of different kind of information. Okay, there are some limitations of information. What's a limitation? Limitations of different kind of information is in page 64. So, dimensions could be internal, external data, got it? Type of data could be financial, non-financial data. Last one, source, primary data, gather first time. How? What is the temperature?
55.
Can you bring it to 23 or 22 lah? I can feel when it's a bit hot. Okay, now source primary come from survey. Survey come from experiment. Come from observation. Are we okay? Survey, experiment, observation. In-depth interview, focus group, all of this are called primary data. Gather first time. Secondary data, you already know, is collected by somebody, you cross-analyze it. Now, moving on, limitation. May use non-uniform measures and bases. Non-uniform bases, that means you might have different label for the same thing. Non-uniform. Example is this word EBITDA, you know that. Those are variable, what go in, what go out. Okay. Then data may be incomplete or only available for limited time. So sometimes the information you get, you can only get it at a certain time. It might be deleted after that. Clear? The last one, data may have been originally collected for some other purpose and then modified accordingly. Are we okay? Now, moving on, you do need to consider the security of information. So when we say security, you do need to know there is something called industrial intelligence or spying. There's a lot of spying going around in this world. What are types of spies? What movie you have to watch for industrial espionage?
Spy ke sir? Family spy. The Impossible.
Mission Impossible. They are always stealing data here and there from the companies. I can okay, so there is always something. So you have to watch about confidentiality, privacy, ethics. These are the things you have to be careful about when you are looking at information. Next, you got characteristics of information. What are the major characteristics? First, you have something called validity. This is sometimes called as accuracy, meaning it has to be valid for the period. Data collected data provided has to be valid. Example, you might use the validity in terms of basis for overhead allocation. How you allocate overhead. So that's one, validity. The next one you have there is going to be about reliability. Now, when we say reliability here, we are talking about
consistency.
consistent story from different sources. Recently, there was a story in Sarawak. Do you all know about someone was taken out of the hospital? Was it Taiba? He was taken out of the hospital by his wife illegally, and then there were boxes of money being taken out from the house. Did you hear about that story?
Yes.
Dia dah mati ke? Check lah, I think he's not dead yet lah. I think where is that story? That story is what? What's it called? Sarawak.
Missing person.
This is a good source of stories sometimes. Sarawak Report. Ever heard of this newspaper?
No.
Oh, ini dia kotak-kotak. Do you know what is this? All tiles, ah?
Tiles.
Kotak-kotak apa ini?
Duit. Boxes of cash.
Why?
Cak duit.
I don't understand why somebody wants so much money.
Cak duit.
This one they $100 notes, you know.
I mean, is that money authentic?
Authentic, of course. Look at whose house is it. They keep all the chair one side and they arrange the boxes so that the boxes can sit nicely. There.
Okay.
Picture capturing wife of directing massive packaging operation downstairs. Banyaknya. Suitcase pun banyak.
Nampak yang dekat Twitter ada.
Collection of books. She said all books. Buku-buku lah. All books lah. Nothing.
Buku money.
Belajar. Dia belajar CPA. So all the buku lah.
Wow.
Why is it that all his money is running? Because he might die. Then what's the problem? Not true. Cops broke claim dive out of hospital against doctor's advice. Okay, they still do. So you can see a lot of conflicting news coming out. Are you clear? This means the reliability or the data from different stories coming different things. Now, by the way, when you see a lot of boxes of that in your mind is what? Drugs are. Come on.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's in the hospital. He needs a lot of drugs. Okay, so the other issue there is you have to be aware of comparability, meaning you should be able to look at last year and this year data and compare the performance. There shouldn't be deviation. What is variability? Variability or verifiability, what does that mean? No, this one is you verify, confirm that it's true. It's confirmed it's to be true. How do you come to confirmation that it is true? Well, maybe you do direct observation or indirect checking. Got it? So, do you think all of that is money? Verifiable or not? How? You are using indirect source. You are not there. How do you confirm? Mahathir's cable. Maybe lah. Timeliness. Okay, information should come out in a timely manner so that people can get it before they make the decision. Example. When you see so much money going out like this, ayo, banyaknya. Familiar tiling of mansion floor according to this one. Same color as the tiles of the mansion. Okay, what else? Berapa ini ya? Satu one stack like that, how much ah?
Kalau seikat tu 1,000.
Biasa.
Ini I think 2,000, 5,000 ah. Or 10,000 lah like that ah. Then floor tiles matching. Okay, very good. It's all floor tiles. So that people cannot see the tiles. So, okay, then what else you got? Okay, never mind. Okay, understandability. We look at the last one. Refer to interpretation, whether you can interpret the data correctly or not, and whether people who use it can understand it. Now, these words, I think you have seen it in the conceptual framework of IFRS.
Yes.
Which word?
Ni. Apa?
Comparability.
Verifiability, sama?
Comparability.
Comparability,
Timeliness.
timeliness,
Reliability.
understandability. All of these are there, you cannot. Similar. Okay. So what you learn there is also you learn here. Crisscross. Okay, now next one. Four-way classification of information. Okay, now the classification of information, you may want to consider intrinsic classification, contextual, representational, and accessibility. So you can classify information based on access. What security you have to see the information? Who's having access to the information? Like, for example, some information only manager can see, some information only junior can see. Does that make sense? That's access and security. Representation, maybe you look at the ability to interpret. Who has the ability to interpret it? What is the format that you're giving? Is it in digital? Is it in paper? Is it in letter? Is it in memo format? Coherence and compatibility. Coherence means people who read it can understand it, and compatible to the current culture. Contextual, meaning see the situation. Context. Relevance, is it relevant for the situation? Does it add value for that situation? Is it timely for that situation? Complete for that issue, and also the amount of information. Last one, the intrinsic value. Is the information accurate? Is it objective for the issue? Can people believe the information? So, all this believable or not?
No. Believable.
That's not true, you know. Here is the information, and this is proof. What is the proof here?
Some can only have to. Bawa tak boleh chop tu doktor.
Apa dia tulis? Boleh baca ke?
Apa tu?
Doctor's writing always like that. Sir.
Apa doktor tulis?
Unreadable.
Boleh baca?
Dia telah didera.
Scribe present proof.
Upon her husband from the normal hospital.
Dia ambil husband dia lari daripada hospital. Is that right or wrong?
Wrong. Betul.
Why?
Betul. Ada proof.
Dia proof dia tak ambil.
Oh.
This is proof that what
Dia keluar.
dia keluar sendiri. Chop. Not keluar lari. Are you clear not? So reliable not?
Reliable. Sebab dia chop. Sebab dah verify. Sure.
Tak ada double dah.
Ada proof
Chop. Tapi dah verify.
Why this is proof that
Maniha ni yang buat lari ni.
apa dia cakap? the spread of false news is now we confirm self, say police the story later published by police report to a file in the middle of the night by the hospital. Wait, true or not true? Wait, true that she removed illegally or true that she removed with permission? Illegally, why?
Sebab
Sekejap, tak faham lagi dari dia punya
Tadi tu
case.
sebab dia nak ikut proses
Sebab
betul nak keluarkan tu.
That ni lagi susah ni. Got real children. What is real children? Then got false children. Fake children, real children. Fake children they buy from China. No, because you see got real children. Okay, now what does that tell you is you're still going back to the levels, triangulation, to verify what is true, not true. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You would assume all that has happening because the one that's trying to run is the youngest wife, right? Huh? The one that's trying to take the money and run right now is the youngest wife, right? Tai got young wife, right? Remember he got married last to a very young girl.
yang dia Filipin tu
You all don't know, don't know.
I don't know lah. So dia banyak orang ni. Tak, it gets wow.
Ini dia married. Itulah Raghat. Now you know.
Macam mix dia tu.
Wow.
Is she Arab?
Hello. Tengok orang ni dengan muka ni. Kau silap not?
Sir, tak baik, sir.
Okay. I understand. Now, now you notice she is so young. Of course got problem, right?
Yes.
What's the problem?
Tak cakap. Tak semestinya.
Alah, mana ni?
Hello. How much news going on here?
Problem dia.
Well, we all know in all drama the problem comes from the wife.
Dia remaja.
She is not young, please. How old is she?
40.
Dah.
1959.
Wait, I don't understand. Laila Taib.
Saya tu siapa?
Tuan adik.
Okay. Now you understand management accounting, Management accounting is about triangulation of data, trying to figure out things that's happening, piecing together information, and then reporting on it. Okay. Effects and challenges of new information system and platform.
Why 1959?
Okay, before I go there, can you look at this part? Now I also understand what's happening. I didn't understand why she was taking him and running out. Now you can get the pictures, alright? Yes, no?
No.
Why? She wants all the money for herself before anything happens to him. So she can take and run everything out before the children come in.
Yes, so kaya dulu sebelum
The real children. Understand now? The real children will come and take the money. You all didn't understand,
Always.
Okay. We're done with this part. Have a look at this one. Here's an assessment. Okay, pay attention. Mark this one. Go through this one. Go through this example. Event Arama is an event management company. It approaches large companies to run company events such as new product launch, annual general meeting, sales conference, public sponsorship. Event Arama has 8 employees, including 6 event managers, numerous casual employees who work on events. Event managers have high integrity and can handle 25 events simultaneously because so much is outsourced. So one manager, 25 events. Since company is founded 3 years ago, the event that's managed using custom application in the database. First year turnover is 5 million. 4 years, the turnover is now 45 million. Profit margin 9% after deducting all except tax. Now, expansion of business has resulted in 2 new appointments. You got IT manager to develop modified database, and Suyin management accountant who talks about profit. Consider how Suyin should approach the event manager and the kind of information that we seek to discover. Okay, so this is what Suyin will be doing, and these are the information she has to find out. External versus internal, primary versus secondary. Does that make sense? What information she needs? Many information, external sources of information are used, and there are difficulty when they are contradictory. Example, credit worthiness of the customer. How do you know whether the customer you are selling to is credit worthy or not? Then, major dispute over payment from client to be resolved better controls. How to come up with it? Those are external, internal, primary, secondary. Does that make sense? Okay, let's move on to the next part. Data warehousing, data mining. When we say data warehousing, keeping all your data in one place, all your database. This means what? Okay, just remember, data warehousing means is multiple database aggregate to one larger database. Example, does that make sense? All your data, like Giant, each shop got their own database, right? All the data is shared and kept in one place. Are we okay? So each outlet will have employee data, sales data, inventory data, supplier data, correct?
Yes.
You aggregate everything and bring together in one place. It's called a data warehouse. Are we okay? Now, data warehouse may have redundant information, may have information that's not updated. The next one you have is something called data mining. Data mining is your statistical analysis. Statistical, you look for pattern, as well as advanced computational techniques like cluster analysis. You do need to know what is big data and the problem with big data. What is the 3 characteristics of the big data?
Structure.
Large volume.
Volume, some more?
Variety, velocity.
You got volume, velocity, and also
Variety. Variety. Kalau dekat dalam knowledge EPT punya video dia ada tambah lagi satu, veracity.
veracity.
So nak ikut mana sih?
No. The veracity is a
Imitation.
volume. You already know, right? It's because it's the amount of data that comes in is a lot. Large volume of data. Okay, Velocity is the speed in which all the data is coming in. Now, mostly because if everybody has gone 5G, data is now moving faster. Any of your phones on 5G already?
Yes.
Yes.
Kena upgrade kan kalau.
But still slow, right?
No.
Is it fast?
Laju sir.
Oh, no, I think it's a bit slow.
Tapi bila pakai 4G terus jadi slow gila. Macam 3G.
Yes, they're trying to force you to go to 5G already.
Yes.
Yeah. So velocity, variety is what?
Variety is like
Different type of data.
Example.
Ni ada text, HTML. Maksudnya different sources of data.
Variety is emoji, movie, Nowadays, somehow Apple has come up with a new product.
Um,
Vision Pro allows them to do 3D movie.
yes.
You can capture in 3D. Can you capture in your phone 3D?
No.
Any of your phone can capture 3D?
No.
Can ah?
So saya tengok
I thought iPhone 15 can.
No one using it.
Anybody using iPhone 15?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
No,
Oh, not yet. Not yet. Okay.
Wow.
So when you use iPhone 15, I think you can capture 3D movie.
Macam mana nak capture?
pakai spek ke?
No, 3D movie. The Vision Pro and iPhone 15 capture 3D.
Saya kena tukar dua.
3D means you take 3D lah. 3 dimension.
Dia nampak semua.
You can.
360 ke?
Oh.
No, that's panoramic.
Oh.
Don't confuse panoramic with 3D. 3D, haven't you watched a 3D movie?
Yes. Kena pakai
Where the
spek.
thing floating near you and all that? Like that lah. So, they are going that. But anyway, you know 3D movie died already, right? 3D TV died already, right?
Yang roller coaster tu kan? Bukan.
No, 3D TV died already. Nobody is making 3D TVs anymore. There was at one point people are selling 3D TVs, right?
Ada kan? Dah tak ada.
Saya tak pernah naik tu yang 3D tu yang ada roller coaster.
Ah, ke? Jadi
Which one? Pico.
Yang pergi mana-mana lah yang
Kat sana ni.
Yalah. I've done that. I have one in the house.
tu trip dia.
Oh.
Wow.
Tapi kan bukan TV.
But not that one is Pico, not the Vision Pro. Vision Pro is like too much. Better buy car for that one. Cheaper to buy a car. Okay. Now,
Saya sekali tu beli
itulah ada Pico cukup lah.
yang Meta Quest 3 tu tak
Sama. MetaQuest and Pico same. So, if you look at 3D images, suppose to look something like that lah. That. Why is it looking like this? Because you need to use a 3D glass to look at it. Does that make sense? But what's the problem with 3D glasses?
Pening rasa.
Itu
Pening, sakit mata, all that, and that's why it never became successful. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Have you watched Avatar in 3D?
No, I was
Yes.
just semasa.
Avatar in water. Yes.
Avatar in water in 3D.
Yes.
Galaxy and Guardian. Avatar.
Well, it's very painful.
Dengan Avatar.
Sangat.
Very painful, correct? Okay, now, do understand, variety is because data come in many format, how to process it. Okay, veracity is the last one, which basically says that you got fake data. Nowadays, very easy to create fake data, right?
Yes.
Easy or hard?
Easy.
Very easy one.
Wikipedia.
No, you can use AI to create fake data very fast. You can chop your head and put something else and then make you look like you're doing something else. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's fake data. There is one more word they sometimes add.
Value.
One more word they add sometimes is value. That means you should only do the analysis if it makes value. It earn money. Don't do simply the analysis. Are you clear? The next word you got there is basically, do remember, structured data, unstructured data. Clear the two difference?
Maksudnya?
Structured data is those with format, field. Unstructured is like images, emojis, voice data, So remember, sometimes when you call the customer service, this phone call will be recorded. Correct? How to analyze? You ask the system to analyze the discussion. Are you clear now? Okay.
Oracle tu.
Huh?
Oracle tu bagaimana?
Oracle is big data because Oracle is a database owner. Okay. Now, the next thing, we got balancing stakeholder requirements and information delivery. So you have different stakeholders and you do need to think about how to balance their needs. Do be aware of, before I go on there is something called business intelligence here, right? Combine strategies and technologies used by organization to analyze information to improve operational strategic decision making. Now the word business intelligence, understand that you got data,
Intelligence. Oh, ada.
okay. Are you clear the difference between this?
Data, process, information, process, intelligence.
Are you clear the difference between this?
No.
Example, you have a lot of data that says there is terrorist movement in one place. You have information which area it is. That's already processed data. And you process it some more, you know which house the person is staying in.
Information.
That's called
Process information.
intelligence.
Oh,
Are you clear the 3 levels right now? So in the world, there is something, this one is very rare, I don't think you want to become this.
competitive intelligence professional.
The Academy of Competitive Intelligence. What do they do?
Train and educate, public care, competitive intelligence.
What's their job? This is the CIA training for business lah.
CIA.
Spy.
Right.
Apa ni tu?
Alright, you got the training lah. They teach you how to become a competitive intelligence professional. Sit. Got it? Malaysia don't have many. Malaysia don't have many of this. This one, America have a lot. Americans have a lot. Europe have quite a bit. Their job is that. Notice, no. They don't do that. This is intelligence. Don't get it wrong. That ability to collect intelligence from human sources, internal, external, synthesize rather than just analyze. That's disparate industry development. Ability to derive information, implication, identify actions of the company or client. That means what you do, how they affect everybody. Not Tom Cruise. The best one for you to look at is Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan.
No, Jack Ryan. That is the most classic. Have you seen Jack Ryan?
No. Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan is in which show is it? Huh? No. Jack Ryan is inside the Paramount. No, not
Siapa
Paramount.
aku ni sekarang?
Prime.
Fantastic.
It's a series. No, not
The thriller one.
feature. Not so great lah. Jack Ryan is much closer.
Is it this one?
Tom Clancy, Jack Ryan.
Oh. Yang tadi.
Okay, that one is an analyst. By the way, you already saw the movie Batman, right?
Yes. The one with.
The villain is an accountant.
You mean the Joker? No.
No, which Batman are you talking about?
The newest one.
The latest one with Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
The Riddler is the accountant. You all didn't know ah?
What?
Yes.
Tak ingat rasa.
I also
Jadi
said that you
Robert
all.
Pattinson je.
Itu kan mungkin
You should be very proud when you say he's a forensic accountant. Haha, finally an accountant. There were 2 or 3 movies accountant as a villain, you know, right?
What movie, sir?
The other one is Casino Royale.
James Bond.
James Bond. The accountant is the villain. Yeah. So anyway, this is an example. These are people who specialize in learning how to come up with that strategic early warnings. So a good example is recently this company went bankrupt, right? Do you know a lot of them never expected it? They expected China to support the issue, but China never support the issue. They let the company go bankrupt. That was a big shock for all the other investors. Ever since this happened, all the investors changed their view of China. They said China is not a safe place to make any investments. Does that make sense? Okay, now let's go back to this. So that's this part, business intelligence. It's about you combining strategies and technologies to analyze, notice analyze their information. Analyze information further to get intelligence. Okay, next, move on. Here, key issues for information delivery. What are your key issues? Number one, what do stakeholders expect in delivery? Available early to allow sufficient review time. Consolidate from different sources. Easily usable if accessed online and accessible remotely. This is what stakeholders expect. Now, management accountant action for this, because this is what the stakeholders want. They want it to be easily accessible remotely. Meaning what? I don't need to come to the office. I still want to see it. You can act usable if accessed online. Okay, easily usable. Now, recognize requirement change over time. Stakeholders become more familiar with the organization. People will want information differently. Acknowledge that stakeholders have individual business area and they have different needs. So you cannot come up with a standard solution. Coming up with a standard solution ignores individual stakeholder needs. And communicate clearly with purpose and benefit. Keyword, what's in it for me factor. So any information that I get, I must know what's in it for me to do this. Are you clear? Then you got the format. Easy to comprehend. Should be provide routine comparison. So here, as a management accountant, you should conduct extensive education activity with your stakeholders so that they can interpret information they get. No point just give them the report. Last one, immediate or near term. You have to see the impact, whether it's immediate, near. Example, climate issue, immediate or near or long term? Most companies classify climate as a long-term issue, not a near-term issue. What about inflation? Near term. Are you clear now? What about the war right now? Immediate. It's immediate issues. Are you clear now? Does that make sense? So you can see how suddenly Family Mart got hit by Malaysian situation. You know, right?
Yes, I know.
What happened in Family Mart?
Boycott.
They went and boycott because the parent company had transactions with Israel. Got it? That's an example of the issues. Are we okay now?
Immediate
Yeah?
sir, yang Family Mart kan?
You do need to know.
Sir,
That's good.
so the Family Mart one is immediate lah kan?
Immediate. The board of directors did immediate action, right?
Yes.
Okay. Organization layers. Oh, by the way, the company claimed they break relationship, right?
Yes.
But then the
Can they just claim and not do it?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what they claim. Understand the word claim. It's very easy to claim something and then say like, okay, we'll open another subsidiary or we'll pass it through another group of ours, friendly company. We pass a contract there, they pass a contract here. This is business world. They will say anything to keep you happy. Netizens are power, but then at the end of the day, netizens can also easily be just smoke and screen, right? Or not? So you don't need to be aware. Company can claim anything they want to claim. Netizens to believe it so fast means lack of skepticism.
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 Especially when you don't know how much is the value of the contract. If the contract is like 100,000, they'll throw lah. If the contract is 25 billion, you think they're going to throw ah? That is the point you need to be aware of. Okay, Now, organization layer. Oh, by the way, a lot of companies already planned that. For the company to say it so fast, what does that tell you? They were already prepared. They know if this happened, we'll just say this. Because normally somebody claimed, you think you won't do analysis, review, decision making, then only you make a decision, right? And normally you have to negotiate with your you cannot just break a contract just simply like that. What? Can you break a contract just like that? Think properly. I have a contract with you. I'm the Ministry of Defense of Israel. I have a contract with you. Now you want to just break contract? I sue you. Make sense? So do you think the company decided too fast?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, too
Which
fast.
means
They already
Something.
they already prepared. Contingency plan ready. Make sense? So don't take information that's published too obvious. Now we look at this part. Organization layer showing levels of managers. Strategy comes from top to the bottom. Information should flow upwards. So lower level information includes your sales team leader, your production planner, operational information. Pass to the business unit or functional manager. You got sales manager, production manager, and your tactical information needs. Go to the senior managers. This is your CEO, CFO. They make strategic information. So you need to know strategy flows down, information flows up.
So, strategy further, maksudnya strategi tu from the top.
Top. Always it comes from the top. Now, strategic information, you do need to know about strategic. So strategic information, strategy is mainly about opportunities and to have information about opportunities. Does that make sense? Additive, for example, fully exploiting current resources. Complementary, something that can be combined with the existing business, or breakthrough in nature. Something that changes fundamental economic characteristics of business. So that you can basically break down strategy as something that adds to the current resources, complements the current business, or breakthrough. Drucker has strategic information necessary for key question. Who will be the future customers? How will the customers be reached? What needs to be done now to be ready for the new business direction, and what's likely to go wrong with the current plan? Example, let's look at when they do this move, what is the future customer?
Future customer.
Hey, but this one, Google tried to move long time ago. Google tried to move long time ago. Yes, no? Do you remember Google Glass?
Yeah, pernah dengar tu.
Google X. There they wanted to create a computer. What? Notice what they said? They wanted to create a new category called ubiquitous computer, which is you can compute anytime, anywhere, any place. You don't need a computer. Heads-up display, okay, wearer communicate with the internet by natural language voice command. They sold as Glass Explorer for how much? 1005 with a 5 megapixel video camera. What happened?
Criticism. Violate existing privacy law. Betul lah.
And then what happened? It would stop producing. Why? Because of privacy law. If this privacy law didn't come in, and why was the privacy law very big? Because you have a camera here, you just like
Tapi sekarang trending
take photo, take photo. Huh?
Sekarang trending sir.
No, this is not the same as Vision Pro.
Ray-Ban? How about Ray-Ban?
Ray-Ban didn't make anything. Did they make anything?
Ray-Ban
They already make
glass.
Yang glasses ada kamera. Sekarang tengah trend sir.
What? Ray-Ban?
Ray-Ban camera glass.
Apa tu Ray-Ban camera glass?
Yes.
Max tak?
Smart glass.
Dia pakai lagu Jungkook.
They can capture.
What are they doing with this Ray-Ban?
I mean, maybe just do the trend.
Just record.
Record, self-record.
Okay, wait. You can only record what's going on around you, right? It doesn't do any computing, right?
No.
No.
You can't compare that with the other one. That was a computer.
Oh.
But then in terms of privacy laws,
Yes.
In terms of privacy law, very good. Break all the law. Notice the issue? So when we look at privacy law, you can see in 2013, it was a big issue, correct?
Yeah.
Why now not an issue?
Because everyone used
Stop producing.
people already tend to record video good.
Because people's phones can record, everything is recording every time. People now like, I don't care. But last time people cared and made a big noise. That affected the company's decision. Are you clear now? This one, heads-up display, okay? They did come up with it, but it weighed, Google engineered prototype 3.6 kg dial you wear means. Okay?
Empat kilo macam bulan.
Yeah, so yes, you can wear very heavy stuff and walk around. But now it looks not so bad lah.
Ni macam ejaan dunia.
Are you clear? So that was a product that came out. Okay,
Mahal sangat tu.
1005 touchpad. Are you clear now? Built into the side, supposed to be able to do a lot of things. This was the whole thing. Are you clear now? But what happened? It didn't work out. All right. So what is likely to go wrong with the current plan?
No.
Apple Vision Pro move in. I now only hear this one. Ray-Ban what?
Ray-Ban Smart Glass.
I don't think that one will sell. What do you think? I'm gonna ask you. Do you think that's going to sell or not?
Yes.
It goes viral.
Why is
Yes,
it?
viral sir.
Tengah hot dekat market sekarang.
no.
I know it's viral. There are a lot of things that have gone viral before. Yes or not?
Yeah.
And nothing happened.
I think influencer tend to buy it.
Influencer maybe, but I'm gonna ask you again. Hot sale, no sale.
No.
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 I mean, are you going to buy that glasses because of the ability to record things?
No.
Nah.
You know it sounds cringy a bit, right?
Yes.
And looks like a stalker, right?
Yes.
And
And record.
betul.
Maybe you are a private eye, I understand. You are spying on somebody's husband or wife cheating.
Like,
You need evidence. You walk around with the Ray-Ban glasses. I understand. Your job needs you to wear that.
Yes.
Other than that, if you wear that and walk about, don't you look like some creepy guy or girl trying to capture pictures of people for no reason?
Yes.
The same problem that was faced by Google will hit it also. Because why? VR headset is not the same as this one.
Yeah.
VR headset, you're not walking around with it outside there. Does that make sense? This one, you're walking around with it and taking pictures. People will retaliate against it. It can be hot right now, but sooner or later it will get hit also. Does that make sense? Based on what? History.
Instinct.
History. What happened to Google
Same.
should be the same thing that happened to
Ray-Ban.
Ray-Ban because they are infringing on privacy.
Yes.
Make sense? Okay, right. Let's move on to tactical information. They are more focused on day-to-day operation. It's mainly used by middle management. Focus on the business unit, not the whole organization. So strategic is for the whole organization. Typically functional orientated. Function means like marketing, HR, finance. More detailed than strategic in terms of project plan, timetable. Critical for coordinating activities, correct? That is the main aspect here. The last one that you have is going to be operational data. Operational data is more day-to-day transaction. Could relate to any one of this one, day-to-day. They're supposed to have a shorter time horizon, like today or this period, and tries to answer certain questions like how can we reduce costs, how to improve efficiency, where we get our raw materials, how to satisfy the order. Does that make sense? Okay, that covers this part. Okay, now let's move on to this one over here. This one I think we did already. Important external, internal information we've done already. Alright. This one also we did already, yes or not?
Yeah.
Okay, this one is also done. Okay, where are we now? Sorry, where are we now? We are now down here. We are here. Okay, where are we now? Questions for 3 levels. So you understand the strategic question, tactical question, operational questions. Got it?
Yeah.
What broad business are we in? Broad, keyword, broad. We are in entertainment business. We are in computing business. We are in education business. So if you look at Uniraza, they are in higher education business. You have to be defining it very clear. Higher education business.
Higher.
Are they, yeah, higher because up to they don't have SPM.
Oh.
If you go to Sunway Group, they have lower education. They have the international school.
Oh.
Understand? So they are in the international school. Which one is more higher profit? International school or university?
International school.
National.
International school can make tons of money. You know why?
Sebab banyak anak tu.
1 year you pay about
100K.
60,000, 50,000. 1 year, which is your 4-year degree. You know,
Habis wifi tu.
it doesn't matter. But you divide and see that your degree 90,000 divide by 4. How much per year? 25,000, something like that. Yes or not? Not yet reach 25 lah. 25,000 per year. Whereas you go international school is like per year 36,000, 40,000. What are you studying? Standard 1. You understand now? They are teaching you 1 plus 1. I charge you 36,000. Clear? So you can understand about what business you are in, where you make money. You have to analyze that vision of the business. Who's the customer? What's the product service? Where is the business heading? If left unchanged, you don't do anything. And what's the basis we compete? Remember the basis we compete? Focus, cost leader, differentiation. Remember the 3? Yes, no? Focus, cost leader, differentiation. Are we okay in the 3? Okay. Tactical. Who are our customers? Linking back. What identity do customers give our product and services? Then who are our customers? What do customers think about our quality? How should we perform our process? What kind of people we should employ? And how can we remain profitable? Last one, operational. Which resource you allocate to customer? What are our procedures for receiving, filling orders? Standard for service, and also ensure quality is acceptable. Next area, importance of linking information to strategy. If you don't link information to your strategy, you make strategic error. Remember, you might make strategic error. So you need to understand the strategic goal of the company, objective. Today morning they were talking about some issue that was happening to Felda, FGB. Minister asked the company to okay, what is the core activity of Felda?
Palm oil.
Plantation.
Palm oil. Palm oil. You know Felda has something else?
Low-cost housing. Sugar and potato.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you. When you don't have enough information about your business, you start doing stupid things. Example, should Felda go into sugar?
Sugar.
Okay, question.
Okay, nak boleh nak
Sugar boleh tidak.
Should Felda go into sugar?
I think shouldn't.
Sebab tidak.
Minyak sawit dengan sugar you mix, you get very good taste.
Weird.
Now, why are they talking about sugar in hotels?
Sebab dia banyak tanah.
Sebab nak ni
Hotel. Samping
banyakkan lagi dia punya revenue.
Jadikan support. Oh, ini boleh.
That's the point. Who wants you to buy? You doing what business? You being kelapa sawit. Why you buy sugar company? Tak ada kerja lain. Cannot do your kelapa sawit properly, go buy sugar some more. It's like you doing burger, don't know how to do burger properly, you go and buy KFC. You understand the problem right now? That's exactly what they say. Because right now, Malaysia is dropping in terms of palm oil. Our productivity dropping. We are supposed to be number one in productivity. We are supposed to be the market leader lah. When it comes to palm oil, we are the first. Then only Indonesia followed us. Right now, Indonesia beat us already. Their productivity is higher than us, which kind of means somehow our companies are getting distracted. No, distracted. They are distracted from paying attention to what matters. Why are they being distracted?
Greedy.
Not greedy. I think they have very poor strategic information. Their information decision making is faulty. What was the decision? Think about it. Over here, what we said. What's the business? What broad business are we in? When you get the definition there wrong, you start doing stupid things. You define yourself too broadly. Are we clear? Yeah. Now, do you see Disneyland buying a plantation? Do you see Disneyland buying plantation? Okay, Disneyland will buy what type of company? Entertainment companies, because they are in entertainment. They go on acquiring entertainment companies. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Makes sense because that's your business, yes or not? If you're a palm oil company, should you just focus on palm oil? Then why you buy hotel?
Tak tahu lah, mungkin dia nak buat palm oil punya.
Palm oil hotel. Okay, now you understand the problems, huh? So this is what we mean by it's very important to link information to your strategy. If you don't know, you start making faulty strategies. Okay? So, linking information, clear understanding of your goals, your objective, to be achieved, your levels, projects and tasks. Management accountant can take a strategic view of information by considering contribution it makes to understand customer, market and user of product. So if you focus your information on this, you will probably help the board make right decisions. Okay, this is the last part. Last part for today, then this one we'll finish up next class, alright?
Can.
So management accountant role, remember the word business partner?
Yes.
Okay, and you are also a custodian of information. So you're supposed to be credible, you must give good information, you must be reliable information. Now keyword empathy. As a business partner, you must understand. The word empathy means understanding a person's situation. You all know who's the classic case for empathy, right? Guardians of the Galaxy, the girl with the
Oh, yang Japanese girl.
Oh.
Mantis. Mantis is empathic. Understanding, so understanding a person's feelings and all that. Are you okay? So, okay, now self-orientation means the management accountant must know how to be self-motivated and know how to get things done. Now, custodian in information. Ensure technology create required accounting information and align with business decision making. So as a management accountant, one of the jobs you do is taking care of information system, which is this one over here. Information systems, upgrading it, making sure it works well. This does get tested regularly, systems update. Okay, I will stop there for today. Hold on, I have to do attendance.
Ika ada yang real punya yang